In this video we're going to look at how to find the equation of a line when we know the gradient and we know one of the points that it passes through. So this is the first example. We're told the gradient of a line is 3 and it passes through the point 4, 7. And I'm going to use this equation, which is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, where m is the gradient of the line and x1, y1 is a coordinate of a point on that line. Now you may notice this is very similar to the formula for gradient, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and if we substitute in one of those specific coordinates, so x2, y2, for a general point xy, we end up with this equation. So now it's a case of substitution. So I know that y minus 7 is equal to 3 lots of x minus 4, and then I can expand the bracket, so 3x subtract 12, add 7 to both sides, and I've got this in the form y equals mx plus c, and that's fine. In this second question, I'm going to go through the same process. So I'm going to start with the formula y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So y subtract a half is equal to negative 5 lots of x subtract 7. So I'm going to expand the bracket, and I'm going to add the half, and again I've got it in the form y equals mx plus c, that's fine. Now in this third example I'm going to go through the same process initially. So I'm going to substitute in my values, so I've got here y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. But in this case I'm not going to expand the bracket. It's much easier to deal with integer values usually rather than fractions. So I'm going to get rid of this fraction by multiplying through by 3. So I'm going to get 3y subtract 15 equals negative x subtract 2. And now I'm going to expand the bracket, and I'm going to add x to both sides, and then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. And this is a perfectly legitimate way to leave it. It's in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0, and that's one of the two forms that you are expected to be able to leave the equation of a line in, unless specified otherwise. So when you've got fractions, which are the gradient, I would find it much easier to multiply through by the denominator of the fraction, and it just simplifies what you actually need to do to manipulate it into a form that you can give as an answer.